Welcome one and all, welcome ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's been a little while, fair to say, but we're back. Got something different for you today. Something, well, I'll describe it as a race you've probably never seen before. So let's just get into it and I'll explain as it goes along. So we are don't worry about where we are. It's not even that important really. It's a fictional circuit. For the most part, we're going to be driving in straight lines. Only two corners on this track. So it's not about skill. It's all about strategy and positioning. I did literally zero practice for this race. Zero. So as we get underway here, this is actually the Nations Cup. This is an esports event. So yeah, driving against very competitive drivers as per usual, but trust me, your mum could take part in this race, as you'll see. She probably won't win, but she could take part. So the trick here, more than any other circuit you've ever seen before, is to remain in the slipstream. Do not step out into the cold, otherwise you will get dropped. Just stay in line, stay in the pack. As soon as you lose the slipstream, your race is over. So straight away we've had someone that's bolted into the lead. My suspicion is he used his nitro. That's another element that comes into play in this race. You've got to think of it as like an 800 meter sprint. Just trying to get position here so that on the final lap you can make your attack. So I've moved up, I started 11th. I'm in the slipstream, I'm moving up, bump drafting, man. Bump drafting Rowdy Burns, up to 4th, line astern. So this is crazy. This is literally the only race where you can be like in 15th place and 1 second behind the leader, or something that amounts to that. So up to second, but it's really not that important at this stage of the race. It's really not important. I could be in 15th, 16th, 12th. As long as you're in the slipstream, it's all right. So this is one of the corners here. Just taking the banking through the middle. Staying in the group. Let's go on board. If my eyes don't deceive me, that says 430 kilometers per hour. According to my estimations and calculations, that's about 270 miles per hour we're doing down here in what looks like an F1 safety car. These are not upgraded cars or anything. This is just standard stock. We're able to reach these kind of speeds because of the horsepower of the car. Obviously driving in a straight line for days, and also due to the fact that there's a massive slipstream in effect and people are bumping. You can see the real bump draft effect. Look at that, line astern. That's basically 4 cars like one, glued to each other. And whilst it all looks simple, it's actually very stressful driving at that speed in the line, because if someone clips you at the wrong angle, that's you out. Or if you clip someone at the wrong angle, it's out. So all the time you're just in there managing it, just trying to stay smooth as fast. So I mean, this all looks glorious. See what's going on behind as we approach the corner here. So this is where I wasn't comfortable. I didn't actually like being behind people and bumping them on the corner. It made the car feel car kind of felt unstable, like something negative was about to happen. So at some point I just decided to just come out, make my own lane, and get back into the slipstream when the cars are going in a straight line. As someone taps me there, great car control from myself. Actually sends me back a little bit, because I was just there in second, third place, but now losing a bit of momentum, but doesn't matter. I'm still in the groove, still in with the crowd. So look at this is absolutely crazy. Like when this race comes up, it's like, why? Because really and truly, you just want to go to Spa, Silverstone, or whatever, you know, some kind of internationally well-known track. You don't want to drive this thing in a straight line, but I can tell you that this race was so much fun. It was too much fun. Look at this, like everyone together, 15 man or ladies, let's not be politically incorrect, 15 of us. Like the behavior of everyone to drive this closely with no major incidents is phenomenal. Look at that, everyone there within like half a second. So back down to 12th, no panic. It's like the Grand National, it's all about the final furlong. So as we normally do, I like to show the race, you know, with no telemetry on the screen, because it looks nice, you know, all this looks brilliant. But for your enjoyment, I'm going to bring up the telemetry so you guys can see what's going on. Display all. So bottom right, you can see where it says nitros. That is what you're going to spend on the last lap. That is like the 800 meters which I was explaining earlier, whereby you bolt, you know, coming up to the final corner, you bolt. And that's what I'm planning. I haven't spent any of my nitro. Let's see who spent some of their nitro. So let's skip to the first place. Oh, he hasn't used, oh, he's used a tad. He's used about 5%. Second place has used none. This guy's used far too much. That's not gonna pay off come the end of the race. But sometimes you have to use it to stay, you know, stay in the pack. Maybe he was in a bit of trouble. None. He's used none. He's used a little. None. This guy's used all of his nitros. What a wally. He's used almost half, and then there's me that's used none. So I think we've looked through enough. Let's stay on board with me. Let's go back to them TV cams. As I set the fastest split, that's what purple means. The fastest guy out there. Again, not too relevant right now. So we are on lap 2 or 3. The pack is together. Incidentally, the guy that started on pole position cut adrift, lost the slipstream, and now he's stuck doing 259 miles per hour. Where if we skip to the leaders, 275, there's no coming back for him. Tried to be special and pick his own little car when everybody knows the Mercedes is the way forward. But anyway, so back to the pack. Let's get back to me. It's all about me, as I always say. So just nicely positioned as we come around the final corner. We're coming up to the final lap now, and things are starting to get spread out a little bit, just a little bit. And I ain't looking to be cut adrift, so I'm firmly in that slipstream. So right here, I'm actually looking at which car is closest to me. That's the one I'm taking the slipstream for. So now it's the guy in the middle, so I'll go behind him. And then I'm thinking, should I pull out to the side? You don't really want to do that because you'll just drop like a stone. So just stay here and be patient. This is what I was talking about, tactics and smart. Because one thing I've learned about doing these races against other people with the similar skill to myself, like slightly better, same skill level, or just slightly worse than me, is that speed-wise, I'm not really up there. I'm competitive, but I'm not really up there. Where I compensate is my racing smarts is in the top 5%. It's proven to me. I've seen it time and time again. I'm a lot smarter than other people. A lot of the time I finish races ahead of people that have way better lap times than me. It's just your decision making in a race plays a huge role. So here, this is coming into the second last corner. I ain't panicking, I ain't trying to make no moves. Just stay here, sit, keep it nice and tidy, and just keep bumping, man. So, as you see, two groups are formed. The group behind, they got zero chance of winning. It almost looks like three groups there. I think at this stage of the race, I had no idea that there's a slight gap, that I was in the second group. And it's a good thing I didn't know, because I probably would have used some nitro to try and stay on par. But the gap to that first group is breachable. This second gap here, that is not breachable. Everyone from the blue car back is out of the picture. So again here, just in line. Did I just receive a bump from behind? No, there's no one behind me. Yes, there is. I did receive a bump. As this is the final straight. And this is where I'm starting to think now. Tactics. When am I going to hit my nitro? And what kind of tactics am I going to use? And I'm aware I'm in 8th, which is... I'm still not far off the lead. I'm still like 1 second off the lead, but now I decide to... Is it here? I think, yeah, let's pop out. Bad idea. You just drop like a stone. You see? It's like going outside naked. You just like, let me go back inside. It's like Janet Jackson's tit coming out at the Super Bowl. Put that back inside. So back into the slipstream, and we're exercising a bit of patience. Coming up to the last corner. Still bump drafting. My man's still looking around to see what's going on. So people are going to start using their nitros. Who's got nitro left and who's going to pop it first? Little secret. I've already watched this back. I'm the first one to hit the nitro. So as I nail it, should have went inside, but I decided to go outside. As I'm moving up from 8th, round the outside. A little bumping going on there. This is dangerous. You don't want to mess it up now so close to the end. Top speed. Everyone's on nitro. Some people are running out now. I'm going for the outside. Moved up to 4th. A little bumpy argy-bargy there as we go across the line. And it's a very decent finish as we set the fastest lap of the race. Right at the end. We'll take 4th all day long. So, I know you ain't ever seen a race like this before. This was fairly unique. So I just thought I'd bring this race to you, you know. It's a race that anyone could take part in, even you watching now. So, thanks for watching the race. Something different, something for you to watch on a Sunday. I'll try to make another video in the not too distant future. No promises. But yeah, thank you for watching. Any comments are welcome. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. This is all live commentary. There's no edits here. So I'll see you on the next one.